Next up, we will take a closer look at on-campus magazine publication founded last year. We have Kayla Harvey with the story.
In 2019, two journalism students founded Black and Bold, a magazine purpose for Ohio State's Black community. This year, the magazine accomplished their long-awaited goal to publish 250 copies and distribute them.
In the 1970s, there was a coalition of a couple Black students, and they started this newspaper called Our Choking Times. And they did a really good job, really good start. I think their first edition had 10,000 copies spread across campus. So that was a huge accomplishment. And then it just, as things do, they kind of just dropped off.
Black and Bold not only extends the legacy of Our Choking Time, but it provides a safe haven for Black journalism students to have a space to write.
I think just for that reason, having, entirely Black staff and having Black journalists create stories for Black students to represent those voices and to kind of have those, stories at the forefront as opposed to just something that's fleeting or stories that are told once in a while in other publications. That's specifically what this is for. And I think that is really special to me as a Black person and Black journalist as well.
The magazine's first issue features different mediums of expression, from written news articles to poetry to sketches.
So, but I included it just because it was a great way. It was a great poem first, and then it was a great way to be able to kind of include and mesh with the Latinx community, just because I included this poem and it was in English and in Spanish. So both versions, they're side by side. And it was just a great way to show that we really want to be a voice for everybody on campus. We're not just telling, our own stories, but we're also we're trying to bridge the gap between expectations.
With that, the magazine has immersed itself in the history of Black student self-expression at Ohio State. For BuckeyeTV, I'm Kayla Harvey.
Technology has certainly changed the way artists showcase their talent. Brianna Smith has the story.
The digital age of art. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and other social media sites are used as modern-day galleries. Artists showcase their work, whether it be makeup, painting, drawing, music, nail art, and pretty much anything considered art. Social media is like a modern-day gallery for artists, but it's free. Though having such a huge platform for all kinds of artists means oversaturation. Since there are so many artists on, for example, Instagram, it is harder to stick out. I interviewed a fellow artist and even asked a few other artists about their thoughts with social media being used as a personal gallery.
Ira Graham the fourth. I am a first year, and I'm an art education major.
How is it being an artist in this digital era of social media?
It can be a little bit stressful in some ways because, you may feel good about your art, but when you see how much attention everybody else's art is getting, it might kind of bring you down a little bit.
Shakia Khan says, I think as an artist, if I want to show my art anyway, whether it gets noticed or not, I see Instagram as more of a place to showcase my art rather than a place to get praised for it. Nail artist Shayla Walker says, yes, people ask for your page information and they never become active. It is clear that all artists feel differently about social media, whether it is beneficial, a small disadvantage, or just a way to express themselves, no matter what their audience thinks. I'm Brianna Smith, and this is BuckeyeTV News.
Looking for love during COVID? Dating apps may have your back.
Many young singles have resorted to downloading multiple dating apps to find a significant other during these lonely times. From Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble, there are plenty of platforms for people of all ages and backgrounds to come together. The question is, which dating app is best?
So I think Tinder is a very easy app to use. As soon as you download it, it pretty much runs you through how it works. And it's very quick. You just swipe right or left on the person and you get like a good snapshot of the person. You really just see pictures, their name, their age, and a little bio about them. So
Tinder also has a great feature of direct messaging where you can DM the person you swiped right on. From there, you start a conversation and see where things go.
Personally, I like Hinge because I used to have Tinder, but I just felt like people were just like swiping all the time and it wasn't very serious. So then I got Hinge.
When filling out your Hinge profile, there are more specific questions that are asked to better match you with other singles that better fit your personality.
I like Hinge better because I feel like it's just more personalized. They ask you questions like your religious beliefs, your political views, like do you drink or smoke, and you actually only get like 10 swipes a day. Some people just can't like swipe like a million people a day like Tinder is.
Whether it's Hinge or Tinder, these apps have flourished during the recent pandemic and sparked many new relationships. If you're struggling to find that special someone right now, try downloading one of these apps. I'm Anna Marie DiGiacobi with Buckeye TV.
After we return from the short break, we will begin looking at our final stories for the day. We will take a look at the different sides and possible side effects of the COVID era, from what it's like firsthand to what our future will have in store. Stay tuned.